Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. Thank you so much for sticking around with us. It's almost 8 o'clock and we're still here with you guys, giving you as much information as we can to the top of the hour. And this morning we have a brand new television series, a brand new series to tell you about. It's happening online and it's called the Manly Man series. And Alvin Brown is here with us. He's the creator. Alvin, this is the second time I think you're on with us.
Yeah, that's good.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. Can't complain.
Cheese and ages. Now we're stuck with two Jamaicans. Look trouble.
Yes.
Look trouble in the place.
Aren't you excited?
Is that takeover? All right, so Alvin, tell me about the Manly Man series. So those who may have missed it last time, what is this new version of it as well about?
Right, so the Manly Man series is basically a movement to encourage young men to be responsible. Now we have something called Manstory, where we will highlight individuals who are examples for the youth to follow. So we started doing that, and now what we're doing are interviews with different individuals across different sectors of society across the Caribbean. So we're talking about persons in arts, military, law enforcement, everywhere.
Okay.
So we can have the young men see an example that they can look up to, because a lot of the young men, they don't know what is the right thing. They have the gang on the block who they follow, and we're trying to ensure that everyone has an example to look at.
Yeah, so that you have the balance, because they get the examples on the block, they don't get the rest of the examples, because we tend to hide away or go into different worlds and not give the information as readily.
And then sometimes you see these businessmen and you don't know the trials and the challenges that they've had. So this is to make sure everyone has a better idea of it is possible to be successful regardless of the challenges that you have.
Alvin, I'm curious, what do you consider, or who do you consider to be an example? Because, I mean, just having a job, we have good and bad apples regardless of what the
sector is.
Whatever sector or whatever the job description might be. So for the creator and for this series, you know, what's your definition of a good example?
That's a good question. So for me, it's so no one is perfect, right? So what I'm doing is I'm looking on persons who have excelled in different fields, and then we talk to them about the challenges, because there is no example of a perfect man. We're not talking about Christ, right? So it's about what have you done, what are the challenges that you have overcome, and how can that inspire the youth?
Yeah. And you think that in and of itself is good to get them motivated, or to say, okay, you know what, this is somebody I want to emulate?
For sure, because what I've come to realize is a lot of the young men, they want to do the right thing, you know. They're eager to understand what life is about, what the challenges are, but a lot of time they don't have fathers at home. They don't have positive role models. They get the information from the guys their age who also have no idea, or from negative sources.
Facts.
Yeah. But I think it's also important to realize that, you know, if you give the information about the trials part of it, so you could say that when you get to this point, it might get hard, it might get difficult, but you can get past it. And when you get past it, you would see the achievements, you would see a certain level of success. Because a lot of times when you try to do the right thing, it seems as though there are stumbling blocks. And most young men tend to stop by those stumbling blocks rather than persevere through them. So I think it's important for that side of the message to come through, which is why I think you want to talk to people who've been through stuff, so that they can say how they came out on the other side.
So, as a young Jamaican, though, what made you decide that this is
how we
something?
reach here?
Yeah, because cultures can be different, and especially for me as a Jamaican, I know that when it comes on to a role model in Jamaica, the first thing we see is the Don, the man with the money, with the drugs, and that's why I'm asking him, as a young Jamaican, what made him decide or thought that, you know what, this was a niche, this was something that I needed to do?
Well, I've been blessed with always having positive role models around me. So I never saw the Don. I never saw any of that. But what happened is when I came over here and I started teaching at a high school, I realized about half of the young men didn't have father figures. So we get upset when people are, when the young men are doing the wrong thing. But it's unfair, because a lot of them don't have father figures. They don't know what is the right thing. And so for me, I felt that there was a need to present that information, and that's why I started the series. So we've done animated shorts on things like cyberbullying, bullying, abuse, all of that stuff. And this is simply another step, because there's a big gap. You know, every year we have murder, suicides, we have robberies, we have murders, we have a lot of things, and let me give an example. 90% of the men in prison in Jamaica are from 90% of the men in Jamaica that are in prison are from single-parent homes. Sorry, 90% of the gangs in prison are from single-parent homes, and 85% of the men in prison are from single-parent homes.
No, we're not. I don't think that we're surprised by the statistics.
So, and that goes across the Caribbean. And the thing is, there aren't a lot of examples, and so that's the reason why this was started.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's an excellent initiative because, as you said, if there's a gap, then we have to find a way to bridge that gap. But, you know, in terms of the series itself, you know, what's your target group in terms of, you know, an age bracket of people you're trying to reach?
Right. So I focus on teenagers up to 25, but not just men, because there are a lot of single-parent mothers who have expressed a great interest in what I do. There are a lot of older men who have expressed an interest in what I do, because
some of them need to unlearn and relearn what they was doing before.
Exactly. In fact, I always say one of my biggest quote-unquote fans is a young girl that's about 10 now. So it's for everyone. It's for the fathers, the husbands, the brothers, the sons, and the women who love them.
Nice. How can people access the content?
Right. So we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we're also on YouTube. So the Manly Man series, that's for Instagram and Facebook, and the Manly Man on YouTube. And the first episode of Manstory is going to be coming out today.
Today? What time?
At 4.
Nice.
On YouTube.
Okay.
So we usually had posts, but now we're actually interviewing persons. So we have Kivo. We're interviewing Kivo this afternoon. So you're going to see that this afternoon. We have a wide range of men across the Caribbean.
So just go on YouTube and look for The Manly Man.
Type in the Manly Man series or type in Manstory, and you should be good.
Right. And what has the response been like to the first the first time you did it? Because I heard Ruckus mention.
Well, yeah, he had the Manly Man series going on before, so the animated shorts and stuff like that.
Yeah, what was the response like to that?
Pretty good, pretty good. I've not had a negative interactions thus far.
You said you're a teacher. You're still teaching?
Yeah.
How do your students react to the Manly Man series? Do they react to it at all?
They do. Not so much now, because there's a difference in how we interact with them, because everything is online.
Right.
But we had the shorts on the school monitors that would run through like the break time, lunch time, that kind of stuff. So it was well received.
You see a difference in the behavior of the young men?
Yeah, I have. One of the things I noticed when I just started working there is that whenever they were walking with the young ladies on the sidewalk, a lot of them would have the young ladies on the outside. After
the animated short,
they stop.
They put a woman on the
and
inside.
Sometimes I just need to just slow down.
Yeah.
And, sorry. I just see them switching. So that to me shows
the consciousness, the awareness is happening.
Yeah.
And that's what it takes in the first instance, to have that awareness to say, okay, something I did here that I can change, that I can do better.
Exactly, exactly. And sometimes it's also about reminding them. So we have to make sure we keep the information flowing as much as possible. Alvin, good job. Congratulations.
Keep
Alvin,
it up.
great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I know you're with you now. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the Now Morning Show. I want to thank, firstly, Alvin Brown, the creator of the Manly Man series. You can check out the Manstory launching at 4 p.m. today on YouTube. Just head across to YouTube and type in Manstory. You can type in Manly Man series as well and get access to the content. It's free of charge.
Yeah.
You want nothing better.
They're on Insta and Facebook too.
Yes, you can check him out on Insta and Facebook too. I want to say thank you to all of our guests this morning. And of course, thank you to you for watching us, all of our Facebook fans. We love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for following every single day. And all of the crew, all of the staff, all of the guests that passed through this morning, we say thanks so much.
Great
love,
morning.
love, love. Everybody have a fantastic day. Let's have a great start to the week. It's Monday, and we wish you guys a great week. On behalf of Natalie Legore, my name is Ruckus, wishing you a fantastic day. Remember to make a difference today.
Great morning to the autonomous Tobago man. Big up on yourself.
Together we aspire, and together we achieve. Do enjoy the rest of your day. I'm not able with she, you know. She just look for trouble every morning.
Who love the party?